Oh my god! Wow!
And in the previous video, I did a video about my top 10 favorite movies of the decade. So today, I'm going to share you my series favorite. Okay, starting off with number 10. Milo Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law states that anything that will go wrong will go wrong. That doesn't bode well for a 13-year-old Milo Murphy, a descendant of the man for whom the law was made, and who feels like he's living with it. Milo is always expecting the unexpected. He's prepared for anything that comes his way, though he is armed with knowledge. A backpack full of supplies and a strong sense of optimism to help him get through any problem. Milo has best friends Melissa and Zach Underwood by his life puts underway. By his side to help think outside the box to overcome the obstacles that life puts in their way. Multiple Grammy winner Weird Al Yankovic provides the voice of Milo in addition to performing the show theme song and other tunes featuring animated series. It's an American animated television series created by Dan Povemir and Jeff Swampy Mars. The series premiered on October 3, 2016 on the channel Disney XD. It revolves around the title character Milo Murphy, who is the descendant of the one whom living with him. Descendant Edward. That's 27 of the top 100 series on Disney Plus. I'm gonna give this movie a solid 10 because this movie is funny, amazing, exciting, inspiring, and positive. Moving on to the 9th movie, Cobra Kai. As you can see, it's like martial arts, comedy, drama, and action fiction. 34 years after events of the 1984 All Valley Karate Tournament, a down-and-out Johnny Lawrence seeks redemption by reopening the infamous Cobra Kai dojo, reigniting his rivalry with a now successful Daniel LaRusso. So basically, in this movie, Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso have a rivalry in karate or dojo, like something like judo, martial arts, and something like that sports. When they fight, Johnny Lawrence becomes angry and seeks redemption to Daniel LaRusso because he stole his partnership as winner in the Cobra Kai tournament. I'm gonna give this movie a solid 10 because this series is a good masterpiece, tempting, enjoyable, and funny since there's sitcom. Moving on to the 8th movie. 8th, Game of Thrones. I'm sure all of you already watched this series because it's very popular. 9 noble families wage war against each other in order to gain control over the mythical land of Westeros. Meanwhile, a force is rising and threatens the existence of living men of rising after millenniums. The first episode date of this series is April 17, 2011, and the final episode date of this movie is May 19, 2019, which is 2 years ago. The writers are George R.R. Martin, David Bionoff, D.B. Weiss, Vanessa Taylor, Brian Cogman, Jane Espenson and Dave Hill. I'm gonna give this series a solid 9 because this movie is geeky, precious, compelling, but incredible and popular. Moving on to my 7th favorite series, which is SpongeBob SquarePants. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants! A yellow sea sponge named SpongeBob SquarePants who enjoys being a cook at the Krusty Krab. Want a Krabby Patty? Lives in the Pacific Ocean. He embarks on various adventures with his friends at Bikini Bottom, which is their city underwater in Pacific Ocean. First episode date of this series is May 1, 1999. Program creator of this series is Stephen Hillenburg. This series hasn't ended yet, so it still keeps continuing to our childhood. I'm gonna give this series a solid 10 because this is my favorite series. It's funny, entertaining, happy, and the greatest cartoon on very childhood. Moving on to my 6th favorite series, which is Vikings. Those tough men in ancient times with a big chest, puffing it and good muscle. Ragnar Lothbrok, also known as Ragnarok, a legendary Norse hero, is a mere farmer who rises up to become a fearless warrior and commander of the Viking tribes with the support of his equally ferocious family. First episode date of this series is March 3, 2013, and the final episode date is December 30 on 2020, which is just 3 months ago. Yeah. I'm gonna give this series a solid drum roll, please. 9! Because this movie is brilliant, it has a great storyline, adventurous and impressive, since a Viking boat has a long hull and very equal textures. Moving on to my 5th favorite movie or series, which is Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings is a film series of 3 epic fantasy adventure films directed by Peter Jackson, based on the novel written by J.R.R. Tolkien. I don't know who that is. The films are subtitled The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King. It's also part of this is the first one, and the next series of this Lord of the Rings, still written by J.R.R. Tolkien, is The Hobbit. I'm gonna give this movie a solid 10 because this series is tricky, magical, funny, and appropriate. Moving on to my 4th favorite movie, which is also a magic adventurous series. No Harry Potter, not a wizard. Harry Potter is a film series based on the eponymous novels by J.K. Rowling, the author of the books, and also some kind of director of the film series. The series is distributed by Warner Brothers and consists of 8 fantasy films, beginning with Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, culminating and end with The Deathly Hallows Part 2. The release date of this series is 2001 to 2011. This box office of these 8 films is 7.7 billion. Can you imagine? And budget is 1.2 billion. I'm gonna give this movie a solid 10 because this movie is adventurous, magical, mind-blowing, exciting and enjoyable. Now, moving on to my third favorite series, which is His Dark Materials. It's like a copy of The Golden Compass from 2007, and it's pretty nice. Lyra, a young orphan from an alternate world, stays with the scholars in a college in Oxford, England. During a quest to find her missing friend, she discovers a secret that involves several kidnappings. He has a friend bear, which is very big, muscular, and strong. His name is Yorick Burnison. The first episode date of this movie is November 3, 2019. Adapted from His Dark Material. You can watch this on BBC One and HBO. I'm gonna give this series a solid 10 because this series is mysterious, fantastic, and highly anticipated. Moving on to my second favorite series, which is Stranger Things. The group, yeah. In 1980s Indiana, a group of young friends witness supernatural forces and secret government exploits. As they search for answers, the children unravel a series of extraordinary mysteries. They found supernatural beings like the Demogorgon and the Upside Down, something like that. The Blob Monster, I don't know. I'm gonna give this movie a solid 10 because this series is pretty amazing, extraordinary, engaging, and fun. And finally, to my last and most favorite series, number 1, The Walking Dead. I'm pretty sure they call the monsters in Walking Dead walkers, so it's not zombies.
You're my brother.